Happy Tuesday, Newsday. You all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's Al. Jenny's son, Alan. In case we've never met, pleasure to meet you. It's wonderful to be a part of your world. You've let me in here. They trusted me with the megaphone to the audience, and here I am. I will say whatever I want now. Not really. Life is good. Life is good. We had a great New Year's. The boys were banging pots and pans on the porch. We were drinking Martinelli's apple cider and toasting the new year. I got these little guys, 6, 4, 4, and then a baby girl that's 1. And we just had a blast. The countdown happened at 8:30. So if you're grown with grown kids, you don't know the luxury of not seeing midnight. But I was tucked away in bed by 9:30, and I was very happy about it. It's one of the gifts of little children is they don't know what time it really is. Then we did, Drea, my wife, does a big balloon drop under the stairs. And so we all stand there and count down. And the balloons everywhere. And it was a great time. Try and play some board games. Our board games du jour right now are Splendor. I don't know if you played Splendor, but that's a fun game. And we like Rummy Cub. I think maybe Rummy Cub. With the number tiles, we just really like these. And so those were our games we were playing away at. It's a great time. Great time. We have any Splendor addicts out there? Care to take on the king of Splendor? I'm taking challenges. We had a great Christmas too. I think I won Christmas this year. You guys, I did a great job. All the boys made their Christmas presents. Porter made Pinewood Derby cars on the bandsaw, and then we pounded those wheels in and painted them. He loved that. Ollie, my 4-year-old, made marshmallow guns out of PVC, and then we painted those. And then Ronnie made swords. We drew up swords and cut them out on the saw, and then put some tennis ball racket hand grip tape on the handles. Pardon me. So, and then they're all painted, and they were so excited to give those out. I'm telling you, I was just taking them like Dollar General and letting them walk around with $20 to try and go buy presents, and it just didn't connect. And this year, like making them for everybody, being so excited to give them out, and like, what color am I going to paint them? And Ronnie's going to love this, and Ollie's going to love that. Was just the highlight. It was so great to see these guys get in the giving spirit and be so excited for Christmas. So Christmas Eve, we do all our handmade presents, and then Christmas morning is the Santa gift, something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read, that kind of thing. All that happens on Christmas morning, but Christmas Eve is just the gifts we gave each other, which is great. Drea made me these beautiful hand-painted calendars. So it's this little calendar. I've got it sitting right here. Hold on. Hand-painted calendar. So down here is the month, and then up here is the little painting. So each month, she gave me a hand-painted calendar with watercolors, which was just the coolest. Because I get to, like, it's just a very thoughtful gift, and you feel thought of and loved. But I'm telling you guys, I won Christmas this year. In October, I was cleaning out the attic, putting away or getting baby stuff out of there. So we don't have no more babies. Babies are done. I'm an old man now. Any baby I have at this point, I'd be mom's age by the time these kids get out of the house. I can't do that. We're just raising these kids now. And so I was cleaning out baby stuff so Dre didn't get any other ideas. And I found in a garbage bag, her grandfather, who's passed away, her grandfather had a clock that he had given her, like a grandfather clock. It was like a grandmother clock, like a wall-mounted grandfather clock. I'm not sure the terminology. But the pieces, like, I guess she had it hanging up, and a roommate slammed a door, and it fell down and crumbled, and she didn't know how to fix it. So she just put it in a garbage bag. It made it through a couple of moves, and then it was sitting in our attic, never to be seen again. And I pulled it out, you guys, and I'm telling you, I said, I am committing to this. This was like in October. I knew I had enough time before Christmas. I could get it. I could figure it out. So I pulled it out, and I started matching whatever boards I could. I was there's some in there that I could save. There were some that I had to sort of fix and redo and extend, fix the sort of casing of it. And I got it all put back together, and it looked awesome. I cleaned it up. I restained it, brought out the great color, and glued everything back together. Man, just getting it all back into one piece was a bear. got it all back together, and then I found this lovely, I think she's German clockmaker lady that lives up in Canada, Alec. And maybe not German, maybe she's Danish. She probably, I don't know. Alec, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for not knowing your nationality. But she had a fun accent. And she helped me pick out the insides of the clock and get everything together. And so I'm a full-on clockmaker now. I got my little tiny screwdriver set and stuff. Apparently there's kits. If you guys want a great heirloom, make a grandfather clock and then pick one of your children to get it. Nobody will be mad. they won't be mad. No, but talk about something that like will last. So I put this whole thing together, and then I needed a diversion. So we had cut down some pear trees, and I took a pear log and I halved it and like carved out the inside and made a dough bowl, which turned out really, really pretty. I picked a great piece of the wood to go after. It turned out great. And so on Christmas Eve, I gave her this dough bowl. I was like, oh, wait, it's a 2-piece gift. Let me get the other piece. And then I bring up this big grandmother clock from downstairs and set it in front of her. And she hadn't thought about this thing in a decade. And so all of a sudden see it there and remember her grandpa and what this meant and like have it be restored, this thing that she thought was gone. Guys, I'm telling you, I won Christmas. I killed it. Which I needed to do because last year I could not figure out what to get my wife. I think I got her a robe and like a Target gift card or something. It was not my best year. I've done big ones. When I got a great gift to give, I made us a bed one year, which was a fun gift. But like when I can pick the thing and I can work on it, I love Christmas so much. And this year I was just in the Christmas spirit, could not get enough of it. And the boys being excited and me being excited, it was awesome. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas and it was wonderful. We bought some cows. We got a little Jersey dairy cow that will calve in May. And so we're building a milk parlor and Porter's going to have some chores and we're learning how to be cattlemen. I got a bunch of cowboys as my kids, and so I'm going to make them honest cowboys. But we got a lot going on in the Doan farm. We're having a great time. In the Missouri Star world, we got some new stuff too. So first, the world I touch, the website, the apps, all that kind of thing, coming along well. I posted in the MSQC All-Stars group. If you're not in there, hop in. It's a good time. But I posted in this group that like, hey, if you guys see anything that's not working right, if there's a part of you that's like, oh, I don't want to go to the website's always goofy, or I hate using it on my phone because it does this thing, send that to me. As far as I'm concerned, everything's working. If I've got bugs that I need to fix so that this can be working for everybody, please let me know. I can't, like, a lot of times I'll fix a thing and then I don't think about it, and 10 upgrades later, something I do breaks that thing. That happens sometimes. Just let me know and I'll get it put back together. If there's anything out there that's not doing what it's supposed to, please tell me. And then we've got some other great new stuff. One, the Jenny box was a huge hit. They did awesome at that. Man, mom has such a great team working with her on that stuff. You think it's just mom. It's a whole crew of people that put this thing together and work with these artisans to get so many of these made. You got to order this stuff. Like, you can't just go to old Susie Q and say, hey, I need thousands of these by next month. It takes them like a year to get these orders ready. Drea, mom gives all of her kids one. So my wife got one to open along, and we got to follow along with mom while she was doing it. All the videos for the kids just loved them. Dad is a giraffe. What a bunch of ridiculous parents I have, dressing my poor father up as a giraffe. Mom. It was great. I loved it. So that was awesome. Had a great time with that. Very, very proud of the teams at Missouri Star right now. Like, they are getting things shipped out. We're getting new stuff in. We're doing a bang-up job, and I could not be more proud of it. It wasn't that long ago that we'd have a Black Friday sale, and we'd be behind on shipping for weeks. We'd go into the new year being weeks behind. It was just so hard to keep up. And we don't have that anymore. They've solved a bunch of problems, and they're running a tight ship, and I'm really, really proud of them. Couple of things. 2025 block of the month. Perhaps you've seen it. The Magic Garden with Mom and Natalie is happening. I love these. I love a block of the month. I like how manageable of a task that is. You can do a little bit each month. Of course you can. We've all made quilts. I've made a quilt. You think I haven't made a quilt? I made a quilt. And it's a time commitment. But if you can do a little bit each month, it's not that crazy. It's a nice bite-sized way to go about this and follow along and have fun with it. It's not, don't let it overwhelm you. Just a little bit each month. So it's 7 months long and does great. Both Mom, I think she pre-recorded all these tutorials with Natalie. And so if you're a Jenny fan, you can follow along with Jenny there. She's still got more coming out. The ghost in the machine. She's still here. And I love the design of this quilt. It wasn't too long ago. Mom did one block of the month one time. There was like a giant sewing machine, which was cool, and it did a lot of cool blocks. But like, where are you going to hang a giant sewing machine? We didn't know. Mainly on the wall. It's like a cool wall piece. But if you want it on your bed, you want a quilt like this. This is a good like giftable. Put it on your own bed. Looks great. Sort of a disappearing blocks quilt that they're doing, and they have done a great job. So go get that. Follow along. Have a great time. Also, this Friday, the first double take tutorial. Now with Mom gone, they used to be triple play. Now they're just double take. You know, it's not bad. It's just different. It's different. We had our first Christmas without Mom, and Jake and Misty did the dinner, and we all got over there. We're like, it's all the same people. We're only missing 2 people. But man, it's different. Feels different. No, it'll be great. Misty and Natalie do a great job, and we love them. And so now get ready for double takes instead of triple plays. It's the heart template tutorial, and they've got a couple of different Valentine's-y projects that they've put together, and lovely colors, the whole thing. You're gonna love it. And then, Mom and Dad are actually doing well. I talked to them on New Year's. Mom was doing a canopy walk. She crossed 8 suspension bridges, and was sweating profusely. I think out of fear, and was just like, this is not my safe space. But they're killing it. They're doing great. They've been on a safari, and you think they say mission. You think they're going just to be doing work, just service and digging wells and teaching people and helping them out. I think it's just a long vacation. They just wanted 2 years without kids is what they wanted. No, but they're you put them with a bunch of other people their age, man. They're out getting dinners and socializing, making friends, going on safari, walking suspension bridges. Those guys are having the time of their life. And so it's great to talk to them. I feel like Dad has a glow. You know, he's like just this new man doing his thing, and Mom is so out of her element, but like finding her steps, because she's used to being. I feel like she's used to being. I don't know. She was running a whole show here, and all of a sudden now she's not, and that's a midlife crisis moment. You know, it kind of takes away a lot of the confidence that you have and lets you go learn again. But she's doing so good in finding her people to serve and finding finding meaning in the work that they're doing. A lot of what they're doing is just going around and trying to set up these like learning centers, they call them, where they're teaching people skills like cooking and how to make quilts and stuff. She called me the other day and she's like, I think I'm going to make a tutorial series for how to quilt and how to sew in Africa. Do you think we could use any of our other tutorials that we've already done? I was like, well, you've made this series a couple of times, but never with a handmade or hand crank sewing machine. So I think you got to shoot your own tutorial series over there. So she and Dad are putting together a little like 10-part series in how to quilt that they'll take around and let it show in these learning centers. I just think it's cool. You put Mom's brain on this stuff, man. This woman's a wild woman, and I get a kick out of it, just watching them figure this out and do great things. What a cool thing. We're going to try and go see them in a couple of months. All us kids are going to shoot over there and hang out with them for a little bit. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys, Happy New Year. What a great new year. I love working on stuff for you customers, friends, customers. Like, there isn't a cooler job in the world, I don't think, than doing what we get to do and watching, like, trying to make great stuff, great things, and be world class in this space is something that I take a lot of pride in and feel like we do a very, very good job at. And so thank you for being supporters and going along for the ride. And I hope that this year, I wish it. in Ukraine, I lived in Ukraine as a missionary when I was in like 19 and 20. And they would do a thing where they say, "Ya vitayu vas," I wish you whatever. And they would do that on your birthday and New Year's and stuff. But like, I wish for you just a great, great year. I wish for you a bunch of quilts to be made. I wish for you the most beautiful fabric you can get your hands on, and fast shipping, and a great website and app, and all the things that I can do to make your life great. When you decide it's time to go get fabric, that should be the most joyous experience of your internet life. That's what I'm doing over here. Hope you get to come see us in Hamilton. I wish you a visit to our great quilting capital of the world. And I wish you health and love and friendship and family and all the things that make life great. So hope this year is amazing, and you guys just have a great time. I love you all. See ya.